Jones. I handcraft skateboards for Life Skateboards. You can get one of your own at lifeskateboard.com. If you're unfamiliar with my lives, I just handcraft skateboards here at Life Skateboards. We do everything in-house. This is new. Added that today. I was going to be pressing, gluing, and shaping this stack here, but I might shape that stack tomorrow. Right while we're getting started here, I'm going to share this on a couple other platforms. If you pop in while I'm sharing this on other platforms, please do the same for me. Thank you very much. So we got the phone on Do Not Disturb. What's up, Bobby? I'm going to share this over to Facebook real quick and be right back. And I'm back. Thanks for tuning in from Maryland. I went ahead and decorated the wall of the shop today. That was pretty fun. So I'm probably just going to load up standards and wides today. I'm going to go ahead and pull the layups for that. And then we're going to go from there. So as you saw yesterday, we were doing six in the wide press, preparing for a pretty big order. I went ahead and separated faces already. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as we did yesterday, if you would like, you can buy supers to support what I'm doing here. If you buy a super, put the notes what you want me to write inside the plies of these skateboards that I'm pressing. Somebody will be skating around with your name inside their board, and they don't even know. You and me know. That's about it. Uh-oh. I might need to go cut some more core down. Unless I got 6 more right here. I think I do, actually. Perfect. It's almost like I know how to count. That is new information. Me knowing how to count. I'll likely be here early on tomorrow, finishing up this stack of boards, and then I am releasing a new signature shape. I've got one drying up there. I'm going to be testing it out tonight and trying to get clips for it with it tomorrow. Try to show it off. Now it's time to fit the crossbands into here. But I will likely be here early on in the morning, unless I get these shaped tonight. And to be honest, I'm probably going to end the live a little bit before I start shaping. I've got to film a video for a giveaway for Blink-182 concerts. Yep, I'm making skateboards here. If you follow me over on Instagram, which is Stranger Casper, keep your eye out. Live Nation is working with me to do a giveaway on Blink-182 concerts. So it'll be a chance to win for you and a friend. I've got to film the video for that tonight before I leave. Main priority here today is make sure I get wides pressed. I'm going to go ahead and pull 4 standards while I'm over here. You guys are going to get the pleasure of watching me lower the presses today. Something I don't normally do on lives. It's usually something I do ahead of time. I'm going to be honest, I kind of started this live without really thinking. So it looks like you guys are going to watch that today. Crossbands. I don't like that color at all. Alright, so there's our 4-fold. I'm going to lower label yesterday's pressing. Instagram is Stranger Casper if you'd like to hop over there. Sorry, I haven't checked the chat. I've just got quite a bit to do today. Ooh. Grab my vices here. Grab my Sharpie. Who wants to help me out? What's the date today? Because otherwise I'm going to check my phone. If you don't know, I'm really bad at keeping track of what day, time, anything it is. Why are you giving me trouble now? There we go. So I didn't want to release on me. Alright, I've had to help this one release every once in a while. 9.5, thank you. Whoa, so if you didn't know, these go in the press for 24 hours and then they cure for 7 days. So since I pressed these yesterday, I'm going to mark them for 9.4 and then 8 days after that. They're good to go. These out of there and use that upper part to push it down. These are going over here in a big stack of wides. Like I said, we've got a pretty large potential order on natural wides, which is why I'm pressing a bunch of them at a time. Always check them for splits, that way you can tell from the top if it's a split board or not. Alright, I'm just going to be helping these jacks lower a little bit. You're a little stubborn. And that's good enough. Got 4 separators there. Just kind of trying to organize as I take this apart. Something I'm trying to do better now that I'm on lives while I'm working. Always check the press for any chunks of glue. Don't ever want a customer's board to have a big old dent in it. What's up, man? Do you like the boards on the wall? That took several hours that I didn't realize was taking several hours. Ooh. Couple of them there. What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. If you aren't familiar with this is Life Skateboards. We do everything in-house here. Long press and cure times. Over 77 shapes available on the website. You want it, we got it, and we're going to make you it with the highest quality we can. Alright, 9, 4, 25. Alrighty, and we're going to get on to pressing here in a second. If you hopped on here quickly, you caught me. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you guys for noticing. Look at that. Everything. I even put the shot board on the end of it. These are all a bunch of different finished boards that we hung up. It's been a plan for a very long time. I finally got excited because Sam was making me my signature shape today. I've actually got the first one over there in the studio drying, and we'll probably go over there and grip that before this live is over. So I got a little excited and did stuff like this. I think it's pretty neat. All right. So we're going to be pressing 6 wide naturals. And then go from there. Make sure our glue is good to go. Tape, I mean. Yeah. I've been staring at a wall, putting nails and skateboards in it all day, so forgive me if I'm having trouble talking. I asked Bam's permission for that travel video and haven't gotten a consistent answer yet. I actually asked him yesterday about it, and instead of answering, I got clips in response, which I'm not going to be bummed about, but I uploaded it to a Google Drive, sent it over to his wife. Just want to kind of run everything by them, give them the final chance to say no on it. And then I'll probably be posting that in the next couple days. So you'll be able to see our Bam Bound video from when me and Luke went to Pennsylvania to go check out Castle Bam. And then after that, I'm going to start having full-length travel videos. Thanks to Johnny Burley for wanting to be behind the camera and helping me out with better equipment. And I'm going to be bringing Chuck and Luke around. First stop, I think, is either going to be Jim's again, or the Mini on a Mountain in Chattanooga. Lilnan said, can you invent a board that doesn't use grip tape? No. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people that don't use grip tape. People that use fabric instead of grip tape. I personally use DKL non-abrasive grip tape. Can't really make a board that doesn't require grip tape. Unless I left that top ply really rough for you or something. That's not a very consistent thing to be able to do, you know what I mean? Looks like we're getting a new bag when we're done with this. Alright, so here at Life Skateboards, we hand roll the glue on every single deck. The reason we do that is because we want to give your skateboard full glue coverage on every side of every ply inside the deck. A glue machine skips your face because it gets both sides of the veneer, so it's going to skip that top one and the bottom one. And it's also going to skip the crossbands because those will get tied up. Every once in a while you'll see me snap a crossband, rolling it by hand. But our quality difference is much greater than the risk of doing that. It's very rare that happens, but you should weld the wood by rubbing it together. I'm a little confused on your understanding of how glue and wood works here. So this company has been making boards since 2012. If you'd like to check our quality here, you can go to our reviews and not take my word for it. These are some of the best all-wood construction boards you can get your hands on, and your feet. Definitely check us out. I'm here to talk to you about board making, explain the process here, everything I can. Oh, thanks, Bobby. Well, Bobby, you're getting a note written in the skateboard, and it's going to say Bobby Rocks. How about that? Thank you for the support. This is a great moment to share that if you guys buy a super, put in the notes what you want me to write on there. And I'm going to put it inside of a skateboard, and somebody's going to be skating around with your name or your note in it. and they're not even gonna know. It's just gonna be you and me that know. Ooh, obviously keep it appropriate, but Bobby always gets it. So, thank you, Bobby. I really appreciate the support. Very soon here, just watching videos is going to be giving me support. I think I'm only 70 hours away from full partner on YouTube, which would mean watch ads and all that fun stuff. I don't know how that works on my lives, but remember there is a playlist called Watch This For Me that helps boost my watch hours. I don't think I'll be in late afternoon unless I time it out being with you. If you guys don't know, Sam is the boss man, owner, and operator of Life Skateboards here. So you guys are watching us figure out our schedule right now. Let's think. How about I press the wides today, Sam? It's 5 o'clock. And I'll come in. I'll get Morgan to work, go to the skate park, and then come in. So the timing will work out where I shape boards and then press wides again. How's that sound? Perfect. Thanks, boss. Sam's like the best boss and great friend that I've had. You know, there's a lot of jobs where my boss has told me, like, you're family or you're my friend. This is the one time where I know he means it, and I love it. Very grateful to have Sam in my life. Very grateful to be working this dream job. And you can always make it better, guys. Just order a life from lifeskateboard.com. All right. How does that look, by the way, Sam? Oh, sweet. That means I'll probably be in 2 to 4. I'm pretty stoked on all that. I put the shot board in the corner. I found one more to balance it out. I just tripped a little bit. Yeah, Bob, are you making a visit tomorrow? Yeah, you're welcome to come see the shop, bud. Just let me know when, and I'll make sure I'm here. I mean, we sell a lot of popsicles and twins lately. A lot of panheads too. Oh, really kind of bounces around. I'm hoping our best-selling shape soon is my new signature shape, but we haven't released that yet. But yeah, Bobby, if let's come by the shop tomorrow. You can even check if I'm on live to make sure I'm here, and then you might even be able to say hi to everybody. But yeah, I'll leave myself a stack of boards tomorrow to make sure I'm here for a while for you, Bobby. And if just check if I'm on live, because obviously I can't respond to things while I'm on a live. But if you hop on a live and say, hey, I'm 30 minutes out, then I'll see you in 30 minutes. It's going all right, Tommy? Thanks for tuning in. We got some new decorations on the wall here. I'm pretty stoked on that. And don't forget, guys, if you're enjoying what you're watching, go ahead and share it for me. Double tap the screen so YouTube knows. If you really want to support, you can buy supers. You just put a note on there that you want me to write inside of these boards. I will write a little note, your name, whatever, and then somebody will be skating around with your name and stuff in it that they don't know, but we know. Who knows? Maybe they're on this live right now and they don't even know it yet. I am real excited to get this shape going. Looks like it's 5:05. I had a scheduled reel on Instagram at 5 o'clock. Hey, thank you, FB. I assume that's fingerboard for fun. That's pretty rad. Can you tray flip? Yes, sir. If you'd like, you can go to my page. I've got a short up there of me tray flipping a 13.5 inch board. I got some 540 flip clips on there. I just posted a barley grind last night. Pretty happy with that. I've been having issues with my pop leg. I wasn't able to pistol squat with my pop leg all of a sudden, so I did a lot of work on it. Feels like it's back to 100% now. I started skating at, I think, 10. Got a toy machine complete, skating in the driveway. What's up, Waltz? What's the family? Now I'm curious. What is this family? Oh, yep. Always been here. Ooh. Well, are you familiar with us at all? At Life Skateboards here? So we handcraft all of our decks right here in-house, from veneer up. And what you're watching me do right now is just glue and layups. My favorite skater, that's a good question. As far as, I don't know, Grayson Fletcher's a crazy aggressive skater, and I really like that. Clay Kreiner's just big stuff. I like that a lot. As far as I don't know, because I really like a story. I like recovery is a really important thing to me. Really enjoying Bam's recovery story right now. Ooh. Really enjoy watching him just enjoy life and get back into skating. But yeah, as far as current skaters that are actively killing shit, say like Grayson Fletcher or Clay Kreiner probably. But if only they could put their feet on a life board, they'd know what a real good skateboard feels like. So we do a lot of things different here than the general industry, from the way that we glue our boards up to the way that we apply our graphics. We don't cut corners as far as quality goes, just to get a quantity out. We want to make sure that our product is the best product you can get underneath your feet. That's why we guarantee against DLAM, and why our customers rant and rave about us. That's a good list right there. That's a good list. Can't go wrong with Rodney and Day One. Somebody just got a big board from us and asked me what trick I wanted to see on it first. And I said Casper Stall 360 flip out, the Rodney Mullen special. Can't go wrong with the godfather of skateboarding, that's for sure. Yep, so this is hard maple. When you're making a skateboard, you want to always use hard maple, generally Great Lakes maple or Canadian maple. The reason for that is you want things that were grown with a slow winter, slow growth, long winters. Give it a nice tight grain. It's a very strong yet malleable wood that's not too porous, especially when it has tight grains. Oh yeah, aluminum boards. The horrible, horrible decision of the industry. Let's go ahead and put razor blades underneath people's feet, right? Ooh. What a time that was. Exactly, yeah. That sounds terrifying to me. I've had a mentally scarring and physically scarring injury from razor tails, so I can't imagine. That sounds like not a good time to me. Are you Amish? No. I'm on YouTube Live, dummy. Sorry, that was pretty aggressive, but I'm on YouTube Live. That's a silly thing. This is Tight Bond 2 that we're using here. Same glue we've been using since 2012. Oh yeah, I forgot that one. No, I get it, man. So you got to live through the from clay to urethane era. That's pretty rad. I'm too young for that, but I imagine that is a crazy world to jump from one to the other to. Yeah, I think I'd get in trouble in an Amish community. I've worked with the Amish before. They work circles around me, and I feel like I have a good work ethic. Yeah, it had to be a crazy transition there, Lee. All right, we got half of these glued up. Gonna load them in there, and then, like I said, we're gonna be doing a little bit of a short live today. I'm going to kind of rush my schedule tomorrow to be able to meet Bobby in here. We're gonna grip one new board, and then I've got to make a video for a giveaway. If you don't follow me on Instagram, hop over there and follow me. I'll be giving away 2 tickets to a Blink-182 concert. The giveaway starts tomorrow. I've got to make the video tonight. I got informed about it this morning. This is lifeskateboard.com. The company is called Life Skateboards. Lifeskateboard.com is where you're going to be able to get them. Make sure you get exactly what you want, because these decks are going to last you so much longer than you're used to. Here's my example of finding the company. I used to work in a skate shop before I worked here. I was going through a deck a week. I was pretty heavy-footed. I also retired boards when they razor-tailed. I kind of accepted that everything was the same, and that's what I was just going to deal with. Part of my pay was a deck a week, so it made it sustainable at the time. But then somebody came in with a crazy story about how he met this guy that was pressing boards in Ohio, and he gave me one to try, and it started lasting me a month instead of a week, which was insane for me at the time. And then come to find out, that was all a lie, and these were life boards that I was skating. Then a few years later, here I am making them. So, really happy to be here. And really know why factory boards don't last as long as craft boards, and be a part of making such really, really good boards. You can always, so we do ship internationally, and we ship all over the world. It's a flat rate international shipping is a flat rate. I mixed up all my words there. So I always suggest order with some friends. You save some on shipping. We might lose some, but selling multiple boards makes it up for us. So just check out lifeskateboard.com, and we will ship anywhere for you. Look like lasagna. Yeah, kind of. It's like layered like lasagna. Pretty much. I guess. If you get doing a 7-layer wood lasagna, that's right here. Ooh. Can you do custom graphics? So here at Life Skateboards, we do our graphics very differently than the rest of the industry. We use hand-carved linoleum blocks. So we have a set amount of graphics. Some of them aren't listed, like my dog's graphic, Lori. But you can do collages to get something unique. However, it's all going to be applied by hand with our blocks. Here's some examples of finished boards from us. The glue is the cheese. That's true. I'm over here making lasagna now. Hear that, Sam? I'm no longer a board maker. I'm a chef again. Pop open this new glue bottle here. And I think that is all we're going to be getting to, is just loading up the wides today. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. After we're done with this here, I'm going to go hope that my new shape is dried from the clear coat and apply some DKL non-abrasive grip tape to it. I'm real excited about this new board. I might not even ride rails on it to begin with, which is very new to me. I ride rails on all my boards. Custom bent Little Johns. And if you guys are enjoying what you're watching, double tap the screen for me so YouTube knows it. If you want to keep up with me, subscribe and turn on notifications. I don't tend to have a normal schedule, so that's the best way to know when I'm on here. Hi there, chill guy. My name's Casper, and I look like Casper. Type bond 2. That is correct. What's up, Saddam? Thanks for tuning in. Alright, and when I tape up the ends on here, that's just to keep the plies from sliding around inside the press. This glue kind of makes the wood slippery, so while it's pressing, we don't want it to move out of alignment. We're going to be loading 6 into the wide press, which is more than we normally do. We never want to push past 3 per mold, but we do have a big potential order coming up with a bunch of wide naturals. And we want to be ready for it. Hey, family man. When did I start making skateboards? I started making skateboards probably 3 or 4 years ago. My boss has been doing it since 2012. He's a woodworker by trade. Had a skate shop in the early 2000s. I was working in a skate shop. Ended up not working in that shop any longer. Sam knew about me. Knew that I was outspoken about my recovery and alcoholism, and that matched him pretty well. So when he needed somebody and I called, he already knew who I was. He helped me make some life changes, and now I'm here. Shout out Life Skateboards. I don't know, I do some roll-ins inspired by Dwayne. But where are we based out of? I'm sorry, I'm missing some questions. So the shop is in New Palestine, Indiana, just 20 minutes east of Indianapolis. Originally located in Muncie, Indiana. Moved a couple years ago for better space and closer. I am not going to be coming to the Damn Am tomorrow. I've got boards to make. I'm actually missing a Pantera concert tonight to work. So, here's what it is. I'm excited. Nothing can really tear me down today. I've got a new signature shape today. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate you. My favorite trick right now, I don't know, barley grinds feel really good. I posted one last night. Fakey gazelle spins up banks, and 540 bonelesses. Hey, Gerald, thanks for tuning in all the way from France. You searching job? Good luck. You can make mine more secure by going to lifeskateboard.com and getting a life. Never forget, get a life. Because then when you get one, you can tell your friends to get one, and you can scream, "Get a life!" at them. And it's not an insult. It's just, you just care about them, and you want them to have a good skateboard. Sure am. Thank you. We love all the board shapes we have too. We've got some that are not released, and if you go to the Life Skateboards Instagram, you can see all of the instructions on there. Lay low. You know that's not how you ask for things, especially when somebody already said just go buy one. If I'm here to teach you social skills, I'll help. The website is lifeskateboard.com. That's lifeskateboard.com. And the Instagram is lifeskateboards1010. Like I said, there's some instructions on there for some newer boards. We've got everything from popsicles, longboards, all kinds of shapes, all the way from, you got 7.75 all the way up to 14.5 inch. We got different molds for those as well. Thanks, Jesse. I appreciate you. Yeah, exactly, Andrew, because then I'll say, well, I'm sorry, but I can't. Otherwise, I'm going to be a smartass. And some of you guys like it when I'm a smartass, but I can't really help it. It's just who I am and how I am. This tape is hard to start with gloves on. It's not like these gloves are serving much of a purpose. Alright, after this we got one more to glue up, and then you guys will watch the press get raised. Watch the glue squeeze out the sides, and then we'll go ahead and grip my new board. Tight bond 2. Once they're taped together there, I've got about 45 minutes of play time before I got to get them in the press. This is probably the max amount that I can glue up in the same press without hitting that 45 minutes. It's definitely skatable. I've actually got a clip. It's not on the 14.5, it's on the 13.6. But I've got a clip on the 13.6 doing a tray flip. I had that 14.5 out in Cleveland, and the homie Dale out that way was front smithing around pockets with it. It's wild. It's a really big board with good concave. There's other companies out there making big boards, but their concave absolutely sucks, so people feel like they can't skate them. It's funny to see people realize they can do flip tricks on a big board when they step on this one. Hey Camden, thanks for tuning in. So we designed the presses. Sam, the owner, has hand carved some presses, but to get everything consistent across the board, I like that, across the board. He designs them and then has them CNC cut out of maple blocks that we make. Thank you. It definitely was. It was waiting 3 to 5 business days for the board to come all the way back around, but it was fun. I'll say that. I always set out to tray flip our new shapes. I am so excited to skate my new shape though. I've always had a funky shape and I've been happy with it, but I've noticed I wanted more surface area on my nose for crooked grinds, and I figured if I narrowed up the board a little bit, I could have it off our standard and have a tighter concave. So I am super stoked. And we're going to be gripping one of those in a minute here. Tray flip forever, you know it. God, I stepped on one of our 8.75s yesterday and I haven't skated a popsicle in a long time. I nightmare flip first try, and I am so stoked to skate something else tonight. But have you a skateboard with heavy people? Why, yes we do. So because we're doing everything in-house here at Life Skateboards, you can... Sorry, whenever I get a scam call, the phone decides to freeze. But you can get yourself an 8-ply skateboard. Those things are tanks. They're a little heavier. But then all I would suggest to change about the rest of your setup is get the trucks you like and then swap out your stock bushings for Bones hard bushings, and you'll be fine. Oh, Camden, I'm not good at talking quietly. I'm sorry. I hope your brother feels better though. I have 2 volumes. You can't hear me and way too loud. And don't forget, guys, if you like what you're watching, double tap the screen for me. It lets YouTube know. And it pushes it out to more people. Ew. Life Skateboards out of Muncie, Indiana. We've been making boards since 2012. Thanks, Waltz. Oh, you guys made me almost miss a face on there. We almost accidentally pressed a 6-ply wide when I didn't need one. All right, so I'm gonna tape this last one up here, and then you guys are gonna watch the presses get raised. We used to have these hooked up to pneumatic jacks, but we haven't hooked the compressor up through the shop yet. So you're just gonna be watching me raise these by hand, but they're great. You haven't skated since 2003? I'm sorry to hear that. Well, guess what? You can skate today. Get yourself a board and get out there and skate. If you have a real good reason for it, I'm gonna feel bad about it. 38, first time I've actually spent any time watching the live stream. Well, you found the right one. I'm here to encourage you to get back on a skateboard. When I worked in a shop, I saw more people getting back on skateboards than I'd ever seen. I just spent the weekend skating with some guys, and they're skating vert in their late 60s. I'm so sorry, guys. When this freezes up, I'm gonna just have to stop it and hope that it keeps going. Pisses me off a little bit, but I gotta deal with it. Yeah, it's going to. Whenever I get a scam call, that's what happens. Sadly. One day I'll be able to afford better equipment, but this is what we're working with. 1 second, let me grab my scraper. It's right here. Just gotta scrape these separators off, and now we're gonna watch these raise up in the press. So alignment is extremely important on these things. If they're not properly aligned in the press, they're not gonna be pressed correctly, and then they're never gonna make it to a customer. We never let subpar boards reach a customer. Alright, so we're going to do 3 in each mold here. So what you're watching me do is put a separator in between them. Makes the boards easier to pull apart and keeps glue off the press. Doesn't keep all the glue off of there, but it keeps most of it off. Alright, slide this third one in there. Separator on top of that. And then we will slide the center mold in. I'm going to scrape this little bubble off here. Alright, now we're just going to slide this piece in here and do the same at the top. Make sure this is aligned real well. And we're good to go. Oh yeah, tons of shapes. That's what we're known for, is variety. There's even shapes that aren't listed on the website, including all of our new monster shapes. That's 13.6 and 14.6. Yeah, we got tons. All kinds. That's why a lot of people come and think that you guys make old school boards. Yep, but we also make popsicles. Even if I think they're boring, we make popsicles. It's like might need to wiggle this last one in there. This is going to be fun fitting it in there. Oh, there we go. Scored myself a little more space there. Still going to need to wiggle it in there. This is more than we normally fit in here, but we never want to go past 3 in the press. That's just some excess veneer there. Sometimes the crossbands are a little longer than they need to be. There we go. We never want to put more than 3 in here. Start losing your concave on the center boards when you start putting more in there. And we want consistent concave across all of our boards. All right, good to go to tighten these down and raise them up. Centered in the press. Tighten the jacks down. Like I said, these are usually hooked up to pneumatic jacks. When we move the shop, we never hook the compressor up through here. Board's still got to get made. So here we are. I am making skateboards for Life Skateboards, a company that you should buy from. We do custom shapes and all kinds of stuff. But we've got over 77 shapes listed on the website. So go to lifeskateboard.com and check us out. Likely you'll end up seeing your board get shaped on a live. So when we have pneumatic jacks hooked up, it kind of pops as it raises. So I can base it off of how much time between each pop. But when I'm doing it by hand here, you're going to see me raise it all the way up and then go until it can support my body weight on both of these jacks. On most lives, I'm going to end up doing several of these molds, but today I'm just going to load up this mold. I need to be able to come back in tomorrow to meet Bobby in the shop, give him a little tour of the shop. So I left myself some boards to shape tomorrow. And I'm going to make it so I can press in the morning too. So on our website we got all kinds of customs as far as wheel welds. You can choose your wheelbase, your ply number, all kinds of stuff on the website. I wouldn't count on catching me live to do everything. My boss cuts out the shapes and he puts the wheel welds and he puts the truck holes in. So you definitely want to communicate with him when you order. But very likely that you're going to end up seeing your board shaped on live if you order one. Every single board out of Life Skateboards is pressed by me. I might be the perfect board for you. I'm sure we got one. What's up, Brian? Sorry if you've said something a couple times. I think I missed it. But all right. A little more on that side. And good to go. So right over here, you can see that glue starting to squeeze out. Not too much, just bubbling out. So I know I got enough. And not way too much. I've been having a little bit too much squeeze out lately. Not bad for the board, bad for us as far as waste goes. So I've been trying to work on that. But all right, guys, I'm gonna close this up, clean it, and then we're gonna go grip my new board. Do we do symmetrical boards kit? Yes. You can make any of our shapes symmetrical if you'd like. We've got boards that are footballs that are symmetrical eggs. We've got our twins, the egg twins. But then if you want a popsicle that's a twin tail or twin nose, you just let us know in the notes and we'll do it for you. Oh yeah. Nice, Sandrick. Yep, grip time. Let me cover this up and we will, let me go grab a bag for this because I ripped the bag that I need to cover the glue up. And we will go from there. We'll head over to the studio and I'll get some DKL grip for you. Target bags and Menard bags are the best. Alright, and we just put a cover from a countertop on here to seal it. And that's good for tomorrow. Alright, quick little tour here and then we'll go grip. So we just threw all these boards up on the wall today. That was really fun. I'm pretty stoked on getting it done. I didn't do any measurements for the spacing. Pretty stoked on that. Just used this jig, slid it along, put the board up there, and made it match. The live will be ending after I grip a board. It's my new shape, so I'll be answering questions on it. This is the room where we shape everything. These are all the templates for all the shapes. So once the board is pressed, it's in the press for 24 hours and it cures for a week. After a week, Sam, my boss, puts the truck holes in and then attaches a template by the truck holes. He takes that template and runs it along this right here. The bearing runs the template. This bit here cuts out the shape. Then I take that shape, bring it to a 90 with a concave on this belt sander, round it off right here, and then clean it up over a series of sanding until we get to the orbital, which is the last step before graphics. So if you want a longer board, we've got things like our long pan head. We've got stuff with really long wheelbases. We have a long and a wide press that are the same exact concave, but the long press is a little bit stretched. We're located in New Palestine, Indiana, just 20 minutes east of Indianapolis. All right, so we are gonna go make the trek over to the studio. Hope that my board is dry. Fingers crossed on that, and then apply some DKO. Text sliding. I'm a bit confused on what you mean by that kit. I mean, our polyurethane clear coat that we use on everything is pretty dang good. Just grabbing my box from DKO right now. Ha! Jamie, that's awesome. So we are very anti-heat transfer here. Does that pop up when you find that? Power slides, that's gonna have to do with your wheels, not with your board. So we are very, very against heat transfer. If my videos start popping up when you type in anti-heat transfer, that's gonna be great. So heat transfers ruin skateboards. Why would you push your skateboard through a roller that has heat on it when we know that heat weakens the bond between the maple and the glue? Regardless of how long it's in there or anything, or how easy it is to mass produce a photorealistic graphic, why would we pass that on to the customer? In my opinion, full board silk screening should have been automated. Sorry, my live keeps freezing. But I believe that full board silk screening should have been automated a very long time ago. And the move towards heat transfers was a step backwards. Hey, awesome, we have longboards as well. So Kit, I used to downhill longboard before I skateboarded. As far as technical power slides go, not sure what you're referring to, whether you're referring to like pendulum slides or whether you're referring to Coleman's or push-up slides. But yeah, the coffin is pretty rad. Robert, I like hot dogs and noodles are pretty good. A clear coat on the top graphics. So Xandric, we do a clear coat on everything. On my personal boards, I don't do very heavy on that. Yeah, as far as the kit, pretty much all you want is somewhere to lock your feet in for a board slide, or for a power slide. So whether that's good concave or on a drop down longboard, that would be this part right here. Or you can get yourself a foot stomp to do that. Hot dogs and noodles. You don't like grilled cheese? I'm gonna have a grilled cheese when I get home just for you, the new guy. The piglet is rad. We have like a series of pig shapes, like the boar, the hog. Really cool. Chili dogs. I want some chili dogs. All right. So wait here. I'm about to bring my new shape out. This is awesome. This is version 3 of my shape. I think this is the one that's going to be most versatile for everybody. Woo. Let's hope it's dry. And it's dry. Real excited for this. All right. Here we go. Here is my new shape. It'll be available very, very soon from Life Skateboards. Very excited that Sam has chosen to give me signature shapes, and I'm really stoked on it. Think it's going to be really fun. This is the first graphic to fit on. This was my signature graphic, and then this is my Lori graphic up top. I love it. So what I did was I gave myself a little more surface area on the nose for crook grinds, and also knuckled the nose to give myself some versatility. I took the fish tail and rounded it out into a popsicle tail, but still left my money bumps on everything. I'm really excited for it. This is going to be available very soon. And now we're going to grip it. It's been a long time since I've been able to have DKL grip tape. I always skate non-abrasive grip tape. And DKL sent me a package. My apartment complex returned it. And I was stoked on it because DKL sent me some shirts as well. Money bumps are where the concave sticks out a little bit. So it's a little higher at that point, be able to flick right off of that. The next live will likely be tomorrow. Unfortunately, there's not really a schedule, so hit that notification for me. What I'm really, really excited about for this board is my old board came off of the wide press, and this is the maximum width for the standard press. So we're going to have tighter concave, plus I'm going to be able to use one sheet of DKL. No way! I used to have to use like 3. This is the first one. We're going to see if they gave me any of the gold graphics. They did. Thank you, DKL non-abrasive grip tape. If your local skate shop doesn't carry it, order it direct. Tell your local skate shop to carry it. It saves you shoes. Saves me about $1,000 a year on shoes. You should see the the shoes that I'm about to skate on this thing. All right, I am so stoked on this. Let's hope I apply this correctly. You know what? We're going to be real careful here. I'm going to wipe this down. And we're going to kind of go over what you need to do when you apply DKL non-abrasive grip tape. So you don't really want to do patterns, and you don't want to have splits in it. What's up, Lou? Lou Ross is here. If you aren't familiar with Lou Ross, he is one of the most knowledgeable people about the problems of the industry. Welcome to the live, Lou. He's the designer of the Agro board, original owner of Fickle Skateboards. Really rad dude, really knowledgeable, and I'm really happy to have you here, man. You're seeing me grip my new shape for the first time. Just gripping it with non-abrasive grip tape. Got to remove these little bits here. The applying here is the most important part. A lot of the complaints I've seen from this stuff is people not applying it correctly or not taking the time to do stuff like I'm doing right now. Removing these little bits that stay on there. The adhesive on this is different than the adhesive on normal grip tape. So you want to be real careful pulling this stuff off, not to touch anywhere else. All right, that should be good to go. Almost put it on backwards. All right. You want to make sure that's on there real well. No bubbles, nothing at all. And then we're going to start with the fun part, the cutting it. I missed. No, you'll see why that's okay when I'm done here. This is a 9, it's about 9 1/4 at the widest here, and this grip is 9 inches, but you always want to inlay your DKL. So Lou, I've actually found that I can skate whatever I want with this DKL, and it lasts me a lot longer. I'll show you the shoes that I'm going to be skating here in a moment. But I've found a solution to be able to skate whatever you want, and your shoes keep lasting. Definitely not your friend. That's why I'm not a part of it, Lou. That's what we talk about here. So yeah, this is DKL is a non-abrasive grip tape that uses the same technology as basketballs. So it's got these dimples on it. You can see real close there. Soltec is a no. You never know what, I mean, there's not really much in the industry that you can trust as far as shoes goes. You don't know which factory made what on Soltec. I'm gonna be honest, I've just settled with I skate Crockett highs because I like the wrap around my ankle. DKL is a grip tape company. So when you're cut, all right, now to hit the nose. Sliced the living shit out of my thumb, but we're all right. What's a skateboard without a little blood on it, right? All right, so once you get that first rough cut there, you're gonna come back. Thanks, Lou. That's topic we talk about here. I try to get people into understanding what I'm doing before I break the news to them. Seems to be the method that's working around here. Nice. Got nice blood on my board already. Sweet. So like I said, you're going to be coming around with a really harsh angle. This grip tape is thicker than normal grip. So you want to give it an angle on the side so there's not a harsh edge on it. And what's nice about this deep concave is you can end up cutting it so that when it lands upside down, you don't touch the grip at all. There's guys on the DKL team doing dark slides with this stuff. Gio out of Chicago is an insane ripper on this stuff. And I've been skating it for about 2 years now. Absolutely loving it. Great company, takes care of their riders, takes care of their team, and is always looking to improve their product. Alrighty. And we are good to go. So I'm going to go set this up and skate this. Actually, I'm going to have to, let me get you right here real quick. It's not spongy, no. It's a very hard rubber. So it's like a basketball. Now I have seen people use this on fingerboard grips because it grips to your skin just like it grips to the pattern on the bottom of your shoe. Oh, but what I'm going to do now is I've got to go film the giveaway video for Blink-182. So if you're not subscribed to me, go subscribe. I'm sorry, if you're not following me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram at Stranger Casper. That's I think tomorrow is when I'm going to be posting the giveaway for the Blink-182 concert. I'm working with Live Nation to give away a pair of tickets. So hop over there for me. Check that out and participate in it. If you enjoyed what you're watching, share it with people. There's a playlist on my channel called Watch This For Me. You'll be boosting my watch hours. I'm only 70 away from full YouTube partner. That's iffy on that one, Andrew. Really depend. I would say the lower the board, the more for racing. I would say because you're gonna have a lower center of gravity. So when you're doing like downhill and stuff like that, like I used to have a drop through, drop down switchblade from land yachts to do my downhill. But whatever it takes to stay healthy while you're skating. But thank you guys for watching. I'll give you my bloody thumbs up. Have a great day. Don't forget, get a life and all that fun stuff. Nice. See you guys. Sorry, Sweaty Freddy. I wish I was sticking around longer. Have a good one. See you tomorrow, Bobby.